Welcome to Beyond the Open Door. I am your host, Domina, and you have entered a safe and sacred space. Welcome to 2026. This is the first full moon of this year, and I just wanted to do just a quick little full moon ceremony with you, and hope that you are inspired to do your own ritual, or if you weren't planning on one, maybe you'll do one on your own. But this is one that I'm doing for this first full moon. There's a full moon in Cancer, and that deals with our emotions. So the other day on New Year's Eve, that was my last day in the office, and my headquarter office is about 2 miles away from Lake Michigan. And so every now and then I'll, do a drive over there at lunch to do a reset and just be near the water and kind of take a breath from what has transpired in the, beginning of the day, and then get a reset to finish the day strong. So on that particular day, I decided I wanted to, first, we all know that the new year doesn't start. Okay. So I want to get that out of the way. So for those of you who say, well, this is not the real new year, we have several new years throughout the year. So living in this society, this is deemed the first year of the calendar, first day, sorry, of the calendar year. So on the 31st, I decided to, drive over to the water, and I had an empty water bottle with me. So I took that empty water bottle. No, actually, I had a full water bottle, sorry. And I took that water bottle with me because I wanted to do an end of year ritual at the water to end 2025 and move into 2026. So I took a full bottle of water with me to the beach. And we did have some snow, but the weather went up and down and a lot of the snow melted. So I was able to, walk on the sand to get down to the water. And what I did, I spoke over the water everything that I was leaving in 2025. And so I opened the bottle of water, and as the tide was going back out to the lake, I said what I was leaving in 2025, and I poured some of the water as the water was leaving. And then as the tide was coming in, I spoke what I wanted to see transpire for 2026. So with that bottle of water, every time the water went out, I spoke what I was releasing, and I poured some of that water, signifying that's what I was giving away. And as the tide came in, I spoke over myself what I was expecting, what I was going to work on, what was going to be my goal for 2026. And so as I was preparing for the full moon, I had the same idea that I wanted to do. We know that, again, Cancer is a water sign, but it deals with our emotions, and the full moon deals with releasing. But today is also Saturday, which is the day for Belial, and it signifies the earth. And so I wanted to incorporate releasing and receiving, just like I did at the water, but with a little spin or a little twist to it. So as we prepare to start the ritual, I just wanted to give you kind of a backdrop on why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it. And, typically they say, well, full moon's all about the, releasing of things. And my thinking is, if we're going to release something, or if we're going to give something up, that means there is a space, there's a void there that needs to be filled. And so again, like I did at the water, I'm going to do a twist on it here for the full moon ritual. So bear with me. If you want, as you're looking at this, if this gives you an idea for your own, go for it. Or you can replay this and do yours along with me as you watch the replay. Either way is fine. But I encourage you to be honest. This is a year, I believe, and I said on one of my sister's videos, this is the year where the honeymoon is over. We were coddled a lot. We were held by the hand. We were encouraged. We were confirmed. We were affirmed a lot, even with all the shit that was going on um, in our nation. We were still being affirmed. We were still being, pumped up and built up to remember who we are. And that honeymoon is over because now it's time to either, pee or get off the pot, shit or get off the pot. And I believe this is the year that we are getting off of the pot. We've been encouraged, we've been built up, as I just said, but now it is time to trust that word that has been given to us. It is time to, as I said, release all the crap that we need to release, say goodbye to, return to sender, whatever term you want to give it. And now it is time to fill that void and move forward with what we want to see take place in 2026 and beyond, because I believe it's not just for this year. I believe this is getting us started for this year, and it's going to catapult us as the years go on. So before I start getting real excited here, let me just get this going. I've already cleansed my space, so if you're gonna, as you're watching this on the replay, cleanse your space, get an incense. I happen to have sandalwood, whatever speaks to you, use that sense, and let's get this going. So as I'm facing the east, I say, Lord Lucifer, guardian of the east, spirit of the air, I welcome you into this space. I go to the south, Goddess Sekhmet, guardian of the south, spirit of fire, I welcome you into this space. I go to the west, Mother Tiamat, guardian of the west, spirit of the water, I welcome you into this space. And to the north, Lord Leviathan, Lord Belial, guardian of the north, spirit of the earth, I welcome you into this space. Thank you all for guarding. Thank you all for protecting. Thank you all for being an ally. Light the white candle for myself. This candle is brown to represent Belial. Now, as I said, I had the water and everything that I wanted to release and leave behind, I dipped that water into the lake. For this, I want to write it down on a piece of paper. I'm going to put it in one of these vessels, and I'm going to pour water over that. And that is to say goodbye, to release, to let go. So if it's a person, if it's an attitude, if it's um, a defense mechanism that you use, maybe it's, whatever the case may be. I don't want to put words in your mouth what it is for you, but what I want you to do is be honest with yourself. Be honest that whatever it is that you need to, that you need to release and let go of, write that down, get a vessel and put it in there. So I'm going to do that real quickly. This is So then you're going to take that piece of paper, any and all. It's not just one thing, however many it is. Put it all on there. Hold it away from you. Hold it away from you again, because you're saying goodbye to this. Now we'll fold it one more time. Now, a few days before I did that at the water, I was down there again, and I had some water, and my water bottle was getting empty, so I refilled it with some more water. So where is it? So here is some of the water that I collected from Lake Michigan that I am going to pour over the things that I am saying goodbye to. And some of these, well, I'd say all of these things I just wrote down are the same things that I spoke of myself on the 31st. So my mind hasn't changed. I am 10 toes down on saying goodbye to these things. So I'm going to, without burning myself, I'm going to pour water into this vessel. Oops, let's go from this side. There we go. Easy peasy. Now I'm just going to soak it and just let it be. Now, what I'm calling in for myself, I'm going to take another piece of paper. I'm going to write those things down and put it into this one. All right. So I have my list together here, and I'm going to fold it toward me because these are the things that I am speaking into myself, that I am going to work. Hear that. I am going to work to bring into manifestation. I am not just writing it on a piece of paper and thinking it's going to fall in my lap. I've got work to do. So I'm going to put this in this vessel. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way as well. And then what I am going to do, as again, the what I did the other day at the lake, as the tide came in, I put what I wanted to, no, I'm sorry, as the tide went out, I put what I wanted to leave and I let that go out. And then as the tide came in, I spoke words over myself. For this one, because we are also on the day, it is Saturday, and this is representative of Saturn, which represents the earth. Filling that void, as I release all those things that I'm saying goodbye to, I'm filling the void with the things that I'm going to work on. And what that looked like to me was that I am planting a seed, because I'm not going to see this stuff come to me tomorrow. I'm not going to see this stuff come to me in 30 days, maybe some of it, but not all of it. And I have a list, so I know all of it is not going to happen at once. So I am planting a seed. And what is interesting is, even though I'm putting it in the ground, and it's going to lay dormant because we are in a time of winter where things aren't necessarily growing, but they are germinating. They are being put into place. And as I start doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, it's going to start, when the season does change, those things are going to start to flourish. They're going to start to come up on the other side of, yeah. I'm going to see change come for me because I'm going to make change come for me. I'm not just going to use my word and speak it. I'm going to put these hands to the plow, put my feet in action, and get all my energy, and I'm going to get the job done. So I have a jar of dirt. Now, this isn't just dirt. It is dirt from my home state of Georgia. And when I was there, it'll be about 2 years ago. I've been there since I've gotten this, but it was about 2 years ago when I got this dirt. And we stopped to get gas. So we stopped at a business and we were on our way to get, go to the airport to get on the plane and come back home. And I was trying to find a place where I could get some dirt from my home state so I could use it in whatever workings I wanted to do utilizing the earth. And we happened to stop at a gas station. So I got this dirt from the gas station, put it in a baggie, put the baggie in my suitcase, and it flew home with us. And so as I speak my intentions for this year and beyond, for this year, and I forgot one more thing. Child, hold up. But I need to be specific. Yes, yes, yes. Now it's complete. Okay, again, holding it towards me because I'm speaking it to come to me. Right. And then what I'm going to do as I'm planting these seeds, not just one, but as I'm planting this list of seeds, I'm going to cover the dirt. I'm burying it completely. And I'll be back down there again before the share is out so I can replenish, but this is getting the job done for now. This is what I'm saying goodbye to. This is what I am putting in the ground to allow to germinate during this time and know that I will see it come to pass. Now, I pulled two cards before I got on, and I pulled a card for the release, and I pulled a card for the receiving. And it was interesting. So this is the card I pulled for the release. It's the Seven of Wands. It's the Lord of Valor. This is from the Hermetic Tarot. I'll bring that a little closer so you can see it. So if you will be brave enough, have enough courage, have enough belief in yourself to say goodbye, to put yourself first, to say this is no longer serving me, this has done what all that it was going to do, and maybe it never did anything for me, and I am coming to the realization that I need to stop playing around with this. This card is saying that if you will have the courage to do that, if you would have the courage to stand and fight for yourself and say goodbye, if you would have the courage to not allow this to continue to hinder, to be a stumbling block, be a comfort zone, if you would not allow this to continue to be in your life and have enough courage to say goodbye to it, you will see the reward of that. Even if you don't do this other half, saying goodbye to this will be blessing in and of itself. But if you couple that with speaking into yourself, with claiming who you are and believing it for yourself and encouraging yourself and taking the steps to do whatever the goal is, whatever it is that you want to come to you, to make that happen. Because why? Because you are sovereign. You are the one. There is no middleman for you. Yes, we call on the deities and we call on the spirits and we call on our ancestors but they are our allies. But you are the front man, the hype man, the middle man, and the man at the end. You are all that you need. You are all that, whatever your situation calls for, you are all that you need. And everything you need is within you, but it is time to start pulling it out. So if you would be courageous to stand on that, then this card is for you. This is from the Horror Tarot, and I know this one's really dark, so it's kind of hard to make this one out. But this card is the Chariot. This says that if you are going to be courageous enough to stand for you, to fight for you, to do what you need to do for you, then you are going to have all the strength, you're going to have all the resources, you're going to have everything you need to get the job done. And you will ride through. You will have the strength. On the horse, that's your strength. You're going to have the strength you need. You're going to have the resources you need. You're going to have whatever it takes. If it is talking to yourself, feeding yourself the words, and then getting up and doing the work, everything that you need, you're going to have because it's already within you. You're going to start drawing it out. And as you do that, you're going to see that these seeds are going to germinate. They are going to come out on the other side of the dirt, and you're going to see the manifestation of what you have set forth for those things to be. So with that, I'm going to close this. I'm going to speak over all of us. I, Domina, I hail myself. I hail myself as the entity. I hail myself as the word, as the breath, as the strength, and everything else that is needed that I have called forth for me. I need no one's approval. I need no one's affirmation or confirmation. My word has spoken it. I have put it out into the ethers for the universe, for the source, and whoever else is listening. I have put it out there and I expect to see it return. I release everything that I have petitioned, everything that I have spoken, everything that I have written down. I am honest with myself to know that they no longer serve me, that I've held on too long, but I will not hold on any longer. And I speak over the words that I wrote down for myself, that I will see in the days, months, and years to come. And I will continue to fight for me. I will continue to stand for me. I will continue to go to bat for me. I look to nobody else to do the work for me but me. I am grateful for alliances. I am grateful for partnerships, but I am taking responsibility for me. I speak it, and it is so. Ashe. And that is it. Thank you for joining me. May you, do your own ritual. You can tweak this or do something totally different. However the spirit or however your spirit within you leads you to do that, may you do it. They say the energy is still potent 3 days before and 3 days after. So this is January the 3rd. So you got 3 more days. Make it happen for you. I'm excited for you. I'm equally and more excited for myself. So again, thank you for joining me, and peace and blessings to you all.